For almost 3 years, 7 empty microphone stands waited on a stage. Fans wondered if that stage would ever be full again. And then, on the night of August 5th, 2026, under the lights of Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, all 7 of them walked out at once, together, complete, and the entire building stopped breathing. What happened in that stadium wasn't just a concert, it was history. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why armies are calling it the most important night of the entire ARIRANG tour. Stay with me, because the moment I'm about to describe left grown adults in tears. Before we dive in, if you're an army, this channel is your home for every BTS moment that matters. Tap subscribe and turn on the bell because the ARIRANG tour is far from over and you don't want to miss what comes next. To understand why Foxborough hit so hard, you have to remember where we came from. The last time BTS stood on a stage as a full group was the Permission to Dance on Stage era, back in 2021 and 2022. After that, one by one, the members stepped away to fulfill their military service. 7 men, 7 separate journeys, and one promise: we will come back together. And here's the thing, armies never forgot: the number 7. It was never just a lineup, it became a symbol. Every fan chant, every lightstick ocean, every "We are 7." It was a way of saying, we're waiting for all of you. So when the ARIRANG tour was announced, with the full 7-member lineup, the internet did not just celebrate, it cried. ARIRANG itself, the name, is deeply Korean. It's one of Korea's most beloved folk songs, a song about longing, about journeys, about coming home. Naming a comeback tour ARIRANG wasn't an accident. It was a message, and Foxborough was one of the chapters where that message hit its emotional peak. But before I tell you about the single most jaw-dropping moment of the night, the one clip that's being shared millions of times, let me set the scene. Because you need to feel the scale of what these 7 walked into. Gillette Stadium, Foxborough, Massachusetts, home of one of the biggest venues in the American Northeast. And here's the historic part. This was BTS's first time ever performing at Gillette. Not only that, these became the first and largest headlining K-pop shows in the stadium's entire history, 2 nights, August 5th and August 6th. And the demand was so intense that ticket prices ran from just $30 all the way up to over $4,000 for a single seat. Let that sink in. $4,000, and people paid it because some moments you cannot put a price on. Now, the stage. This is where ARIRANG breaks the rules. Instead of the classic stage at one end setup, BTS built a 360-degree, in-the-round stage, placed right in the center of the stadium. The audience wraps completely around them. No bad seats, no back of the arena. Everyone is close. Everyone is inside the storm. And there are no opening acts. BTS never needed one. Instead, the show opens with cinematic VCRs, those iconic on-screen films that transition between acts and turn a concert into a full theatrical journey. From the very first second, you are not watching a show. You're being pulled into a story. Quick question for you, and I really want to know, if you were in that stadium, which member would you have been screaming for the loudest? Drop your bias and your country in the comments right now. I read every single one, and I love seeing this army family come from all over the world. Okay, the lights drop. 65,000 light sticks, the army bomb ocean flicker to life like a galaxy. And then it begins. The set list that night was a masterclass in taking you up and never letting you land. They tore into the classics that built the empire. My C drop with that beat that punches you in the chest. Burning Up, better known as Fire, turning the whole stadium into one giant jump. Not Today, the anthem of every army who was ever told to give up. And Idol, where the crowd screaming back every word was so loud it drowned out the speakers. And then the tone shifts. Fake Love, the pain, the drama, the choreography that made them global icons, followed by Dynamite, pure serotonin, that disco pop explosion of color that made the whole stadium glow gold. And of course Butter, smooth, effortless, 7 men owning every inch of that 360 stage. But ARIRANG isn't only nostalgia. This tour introduced brand new material, tracks like Into the Sun, Body to Body, Swim, and the fan favorite Closer Energy of Aliens and Run BTS. New songs, a new era, proof that this comeback isn't about looking back. It's about what these 7 are going to build next. And running through all of it, that scale. Arirang is not a small tour. We're talking 34 regions and more than 80 shows across the globe. 80. This is one of the most ambitious tours in modern music history, and Foxborough was a crown jewel in the middle of it. Now, the moment I promised you at the start. It came during the Ment, the part where the members talk to the crowd, 7 of them standing together. No choreography, no music, just them and 65,000 people. One of the members looked out at the ocean of purple and his voice cracked. He said, and I'm paraphrasing what fans in the stadium reported, "We promised we would come back to you as 7. We kept our promise." And in that instant, Gillette Stadium erupted into a chant. We are 7. We are 7. Grown adults sobbing, strangers holding each other, because this wasn't just a reunion of a band, it was a promise, kept. And that's the thing about BTS that no other group has ever quite replicated. The bond isn't marketing, it's real. 7 boys from Korea who were told they were too small, from too small a company, to ever make it, and they built the biggest fandom on planet Earth. Foxborough wasn't the beginning of that story. But it might just be the most beautiful chapter of the comeback. If this moment gave you chills, do me one small favor. Smash that like button and share this video with the army who's been with you since the beginning. Every like helps this reach more armies who need to relive this night. Let's get this in front of the whole fandom. So let's zoom out. Why does Foxborough actually matter beyond one incredible night? 3 reasons. 1, it proved the machine still runs. After nearly 3 years away, some doubted whether BTS could return at full power. 2 sold-out stadium nights, record-breaking as the biggest K-pop shows Gillette has ever seen, answered that question instantly. The demand never left. 2, it reset the standard for live shows. That in-the-round 360-degree stage isn't just a gimmick. It's BTS saying, "We will always find a new way to bring you closer." While other artists play it safe, BTS re-engineered the entire stadium experience. And 3, it's a beginning, not an ending. Remember, 34 regions, more than 80 shows. Foxborough is one chapter of a global story that is still being written night after night. New songs are being tested, new records are falling, and the 7 are just getting warmed up. For ARMY, Foxborough is proof of something we always believed, but were terrified to hope for. They came back, all of them, exactly as they promised, and the story from here is only getting bigger. So tell me, where were you the night the 7 came home? Whether you were in that stadium screaming or watching clips at 3 a.m. halfway across the world crying into your pillow, you were part of it. That's what ARMY is. Distance never mattered. 7 did. If you made it to the end of this video, you're a real one, and I appreciate you more than you know. Do these 3 things for me. Subscribe if you haven't so you never miss an Arirang update. Comment your favorite moment from tonight's story. And check out the video popping up on your screen right now, because if Foxborough moved you, this next one will absolutely wreck you. Until next time, ARMY, Borahae. I purple you.